going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jay. This is Jay's Life Out Loud, a channel about nothing, but it's about something. I haven't said that in a while. Due to the way I've just been uploading videos the best way I know how. For those of you that don't know, I usually use Android. I'm an Android person, but I purchased this iPhone replacing another phone that was Android that was messed up. So I'm like, okay, I need a better camera. Get the iPhone that will take place of the better camera. Well, it does take better video, but if you don't have memory on this thing here, it will start glitching and doing all types of weird stuff to you. So anyway, a lot of the videos that I had to post were not the quality that I wanted, because I would have to use, like I'm looking at my phone right now, my Android phone. I would have to use my Android phone, put up a video. I'm gonna try to show y'all what I was doing. So say I put up this video, I would have to play this while this phone here that I'm recording on was recording this, just to upload it, because this phone would not let me upload any videos. I use a program called UCut on both phones. This particular phone, every time I would go to upload something, it was mean to edit a video and save it, it would say not enough disk space available. So then I start deleting things. I start deleting apps. I deleted Facebook, Instagram, all types of things, thinking it was just a memory. First, I went and got the $9.99 cloud package. That wasn't mean a $2.99 cloud package. That wasn't enough. I went to the $2.99, and although it was saying it was enough, it still wasn't allowing me to save the video so I could upload it. I don't know if it's because of me being in another country, being over in Africa, that with the data and different things going on, but even when I would edit videos on my Android, which is the phone I'm recording on now, I wouldn't have an issue until I went to upload them onto YouTube. And then when I would go to upload them on YouTube, that's when the videos would take way longer than normal. I'm talking about maybe an hour or two to upload or longer, versus let's say 15 minutes, under 15 minutes, under 10 minutes, under 5 minutes, that type of thing. So my experience throughout the whole journey of being in Ghana was beautiful. This was the first trip that I've taken solo since I got remarried. So that was different. The plane ride from Detroit to New York was cool. No issues there. Had good seats. Plenty of room. The ride in New York, I waited it was like 7-8 hours layover to my next flight. And that flight was leaving JFK going straight to Ghana, Accra, Ghana, 10 hours and some change, which wasn't bad. But anytime you do those flights, if you don't get like first class or a premium on Delta, you're gonna be in one of them little tight seats, because I'm a big guy, I'm only 5'6", but I'm 290, so, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. But, yeah, so that flight, it was decent, but you're on a flight for 10 hours. Sometimes your butt may go numb. You may need to stand up. Maybe I had some swelling in my right ankle. It got tight, but you know, I was trying to stretch, do my best. I stood up for a while, you know, but you can manage it. You know, if you put enough, when you get ready to take that long flight, you go, and in between the flight, you only have Wi-Fi for like 2 hours. So I would suggest that if you have Netflix or any kind of movie service, that you download the movies to your phone. Any new movies coming out, don't watch them. You know, that's on Netflix or whatever service you use. Just download those movies and keep them. So you know you got, let's say you got 10 hours. A movie is usually like at least 2 hours. So if you got enough, you know, 6 movies or whatever, that's enough. But I would actually do more than 6, maybe 12, because you got to come back. Just having that on there. If you have Spotify, you know that you're going to have it on airplane, your phone on airplane mode, you can download songs on videos on Spotify. They're not videos, but your music. Land in Ghana. It was a smooth transition out of the airport. Not like we went to Addis Ababa and then leaving from there going to Tanzania, but this was a smooth transition. It probably took me less than 20 minutes from deboarding the plane to be outside of the airport. They ask you for your documents. You show them your documents. They ask you to do the 4 fingers, then they ask you to do the thumb, then they ask you to do the 4 fingers, then they ask you to do the thumb, then they ask you to do the thumb. So that was it. They looked at my paperwork, asked for my yellow fever shot. I was on my way. As I got to the door, there was a soldier right before you get to the door. He asked to see my information, and you out into Ghana. There was a different feeling. Any anxiety that I had, or any anxiety that I had was gone once I got there. It was on and popping. I was ready. I had told myself this was going to be a great trip. I was going to enjoy myself, and I was going to take full advantage of the time that I had. Stepped out of the airport. There's Wi-Fi at the airport. There's other ways to keep keep your phone going, you know, having Wi-Fi. You can buy a pocket Wi-Fi before you come, but be careful. With these pocket Wi-Fis, make sure that you know how much data it's going to suck up within seconds, within minutes. If you coming in and you trying to handle business and you're not putting that much minutes on this mobile hotspot, you know, that you're gonna have with you, only take care of the things that you need to take care of. In other words, your phone calls, your texting. If you need WhatsApp, make sure you have WhatsApp. You want to be able to get what you need done before you decide to go on Facebook and see who doing what, and I'm about to post 72 pictures and I'm gonna post this video. All that is eating up your data. All that is eating up your data. So you have to be aware of that. Unless you got like the max plan where you got enough minutes to do whatever. I know somebody was there, Howard, the guy Howard I met, he had Verizon, so he didn't have to switch anything. Michael, who I purchased my land through, he had T-Mobile, and he had no issue. And the funny thing is, I have Metro, have 2 phones, $55 a month, but T-Mobile owns Metro. But my Metros, neither the iPhone or the Android worked over there. So I went through issues with that, being able to contact back home. So I hurried up when I landed at the airport, let them know that I made it safe. And what else? The one issue that I had was between me and the driver. because when I came out of the airport, she had the lady I rented the place from, Miss Moy, Queen Moy. She had told me, send me a picture of what you're gonna be wearing, so the driver knows who to look for. When I came out, I was trying to hurry up and get out of the airport, not thinking, and I had my hoodie on. So if Raphael was out there at first, he didn't see the hoodie. So then I end up hooking up to the airport Wi-Fi as I was hooking up my mobile hotspot. So I let him know I'm here. Made eye contact. He said, okay, I'm going to get the car. We go, head 3 hour and something ride from Accra to Asebu. So make sure you get your malaria pills. Get your malaria pills. Get you something good for diarrhea, anything, problems dealing with the stomach. So, you know, if you don't get a prescription from your doctor or wherever you get your yellow fever shot from, because you got to get your yellow fever shot. So when I went and got mine, they gave me 2 prescriptions. One was for, one was for malaria pills to keep you from getting malaria, and the other one, it was just 3 pills that help with your stomach. So the trip itself was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Anytime you travel, to me, like, I've traveled places, it was like, okay, this was up, you know, looking around, whatever. But when I go to Africa and I stand on that ground, it's like unbelievable. It's like, if you really think, like, you gotta pinch yourself, I'm in Africa. Then you got 54 countries to visit. So I'm like, I cannot believe I'm in Ghana. Like, I've watched 1,000,001 videos on Ghana, 1,000,000 zillion trillion videos on Ghana, and I'm here. I'm breathing the air. I'm walking on the soil. I'm touching the branches, and I'm talking to these people that I've seen only on video, and watched so many people from the diaspora come over and do the same thing that I'm doing. To stand outside Alita Israel's house, to stand outside Tiffany's house, and just like stand in amazement of the work that has been done, not only by the Ghanaian people that are building these houses, but everybody that takes part in making the dreams come true. So it definitely was. It was surreal. It was a blessing. The Ghanaian people, I've only been to one other country in Africa, and that's Tanzania. For those that watch the channel, y'all know. But Ghanaian people it was a different vibe. It was so welcoming. It was so not, standoffish or just staring at you like, I know you're not from here, and I know this, but I'm just gonna keep staring at you until you just feel uncomfortable, But it was like, people was like, they made look, the people that did look, they looked, and they went on about their business. It was like, oh, okay. And I believe that in that area, especially in the Cebu area, they're used to seeing American, or repats, period. But it was just a refreshing feeling. I left feeling like I now have 2 homes, one in Detroit and one in Ghana, Cebu, Ghana. And next trip to Ghana, I definitely want to spend some time in Accra and see what's going on. My mission now is to start putting money away and saving to get to start on the house. I'm not a rich man by far. I may be rich in my blessings. When it comes to my blessings, I'm a trillionaire. And when it comes to cash, I'm just like you, working every day, trying to make things happen, trying to make the next day better than the last, trying to enjoy life while also knowing that tomorrow I got to get up and go to work. So this journey of mine, I don't feel like I'm in a race with nobody. I don't feel like I have to compete with anybody. If your house is already built, God bless you. If you haven't even bought your land yet, God bless you. I don't see them running out of land no time soon in Africa. So as soon as you can afford to buy your land, buy it. I would sit down and make a plan out first. Call that person and ask about, every step from the time you purchase the land to after you purchase the land. What is going to be the price of building? What's going to be the price of labor? How much is a borehole? Once I pay for my borehole, what do I do next? How much is a poly tank? How much is to build the area that the poly tank is going to stand on? You have to start having a list of questions. When you're watching these other videos, people may say they paid this or that, but you look at the date of the video. If this person built 2 years ago, I will guarantee that prices have almost tripled or doubled on those items, from the rebar to concrete, sand, whatever it is done tripled or doubled. So that price will not be the same price when you get there. And just notice, everybody's journey is not the same. It's just like books. If you read books and you reading characters, or even in movies, every movie is different. Every character's journey is different within the movies. It's just like life. You see your next door neighbors, their life is not your life. Even though y'all is living in the same neighborhood, y'all may even have similar jobs, but that person's life is their life and yours is yours. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're watching your YouTube channels and you living vicariously through these people, and you're assuming that if they moved over there with $5,000 or $6,000 or $10,000, that's what it's going to take for you to move. No, it's not true. You have to go visit and understand your lifestyle when you get there. If you go there and you take a certain amount and you exchange it into CDs, and you really watch how you spend those CDs, and each time you spend it, you go to the currency exchange app and you see how much it is you spending. You can translate your spending from how you spend now, keeping track of how you spending, or looking at your bank account and say, what am I going to need a month? Am I willing to slow my lifestyle down and cut back to afford this? How much am I going to need a month? Am I going to have my house built before I go over there? Am I going to do it while I'm there? Am I just going to go and rent? You have to figure that all out before you go. Do I have it all figured out? No, still figuring it out. But I do tell you that the small things about taking a trip. I would pack your own wash rag. I would pack my own towel. I would pack my own soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, all the other things. But I would add that bring your own washcloth and bring your own towel. And it's depending on where you stay at too. Are you staying in an Airbnb? Are you staying in a little rental place? Are you staying in a hotel? All that, plays a role. Where I stayed at, it was a little towel, a wash rag, but it didn't, to me it didn't look clean. So I had my own wash rag. I wish I had brought my own towel. If you're there for a long period of time, where are you gonna wash the stuff at? Find that out. How you gonna get that done? Are you gonna have somebody do it for you, or you gonna have to find a laundromat? Start looking up local restaurants, supermarkets, or markets. The person that, if you rent an Airbnb and the person is there in a Cebu or in Ghana, definitely ask them, what restaurants are around. If you know YouTubers that are in that area, say, can you give me some good, or list of like 5 good restaurants or a market, the name of a good market to go to. Start asking for different type of referrals, finding out people's names, who lives, where and what and how, and who's all renting places to stay. And then you do your investigation. You ask if you need hot water. You need to ask that. Is there air conditioning in the room? You need to ask that. I need an iron and an ironing board. Do you have that? Do you have a tea kettle? Do you have full silverware? If you're renting somewhere and they have even a small kitchen or a makeshift kitchen, you need to know what's going to be in there, because if you have a routine in the morning, if you like drinking your coffee or tea in the morning, you want to be able to do that. If you want to cook toast, eggs, and bacon or whatever, you need to, when you hit that ground, you need to figure that out at least that first day, especially if you come in early. You get that done the first day, and you'll feel a lot better knowing that if I can't get a driver to come out and get me, or if I can't get to the market or whatever the case may be, that I have food in the refrigerator. You want to know if they have a refrigerator. You want to know if it's a full size or a mini. How far is the walking distance from the market or the street markets, those things. But I definitely enjoyed myself. I can't wait to go back. I did a lot of thinking while I was there. A lot of times I can be at home and feel like, man, ain't nothing to do. I'm looking around, I get anxious. Let me go ride for a ride. Let me go do that. I couldn't do that there because I didn't have a car to get up and do that. But what I will say is that even when I was nothing to do and I felt like I should be bored, I wasn't bored like that. I was more at peace. I was more relaxed and content. So then when I did go out, it was cool, but I was like, hey, okay, we done did this and that. All right, now take me back to the room so I can sit down. It's hot out here, but I definitely enjoyed myself. Fell in love with Ghana. Just looking at the local people doing their thing on a daily basis, the hustling, the bustling, just watching people out there laughing and, speaking the language and the smells, and it was really, for a corny word, it was really awesome, man. It was really awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I have to give a shout out to Michael. Thank you for your hospitality. Shout out for Raphael for the airport pickups and drop-offs. Shout out to Kwaku, thank you for all the rides and teaching me the little nuances of Ghana, the Cebu area. Just putting me, showing the most respectful young men. I appreciate it. Shout out to my wife for being supportive, because I know a lot of husbands that their wife would trip out if they was going on a trip by themselves. They wouldn't put trust in them at all, even though they didn't give them reason not to. But my wife was very supportive. Like she told me it was something that she know I wanted to do and I needed to do to get out my system. And I'm thankful for that. I just thank God, man. I feel blessed. I feel super blessed. As I've heard people say before, thank God for where I'm at, even though I'm not where I want to be. It's going to take a lot of work, dedication, a lot of discipline, spending wise to make sure that I can afford to live my dream, even if I have to, Lord forbid, even if I have to get the house built and then just go back and forth. At least I'll have the option of 2 homes, the option of having a home that when I come out to Ghana, I don't have to pay anybody. I don't have to stay at somebody's place and be at the wheel of whatever they got going on, or whatever they don't have there or do have there, or whatever. So I look forward to that day. I hope it comes sooner than later. And I also thank every last person that has ever supported me, that has ever gave me, those that have congratulated me, sent me well wishes, told me they were proud of me, those that have, asked me questions, because now they want to go. And we all have to understand that we may think that the journey is all about us, and and it seems that way, but a lot of times you don't recognize who you influence and who you open up to. Because some people may have that dream of going to Africa and never ever told anybody out loud, and then when they see you doing it, they think, well, dang, if he can do it, I can do it. And believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. You just have to let the Holy Spirit guide you and use your discernment, your God-given discernment on what's the right move for you. Do your due diligence, investigate everything, find out as much as you can. And honestly, doing things like this will let you know how lazy you are, or how hardworking you are, because you need to study up on things. You need to really investigate, ask questions, write down things, contact people. Get in contact with as many people as you can that's going to help you move forward, that can give you a little, gold nuggets here and there. That don't do this. Well, you don't have to do that if you do this. If you do this first, then do that after that, all the way down to the simplest thing is getting your Ghana card. So, investigate, find out. I'm not going to keep y'all. Much love. I think I'm going to do a video on later on getting your Ghana card, the price I paid, what was on the paperwork, the questions that they asked, so you'll know ahead of time, because I didn't know. And other than that, love y'all. Y'all have a blessed week. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing the best you can. Peace, 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 peace.